Well, it's round one of the state playoffs, and the Lady Braves, the number 1 seed out of Region 1, will take on the number 4 seed out of Region 2, the Lady Raiders of Shannon. Michael, from this point on, there's no second chances. Even in division play, you could lose one and still make the tournament. From now on out, you got to win 5 in a row to bring home the gold ball.
Yeah, it's lose or go to the house. And man, this is an exciting time of the year. This is what we talked about that during the division tournament. You play the regular season basically to get your seeding in the division tournament, and then you're looking to get that division tournament to be that 1 seed is your ultimate goal. Lady Braves have done that, and so now you've got on the train where you're either the stop's going to be at your house to get off, or it's going to be getting the gold ball in Jackson.
Yeah, the Lady Braves have won basically the right to host the first 2 rounds of the playoffs tonight, and with a win tonight, they'll be able to host again on Thursday night. And then from that point, it goes to Northeast the following week, and then the following week is when you head to Jackson for the semifinals and the finals. Lady Braves and the Lady Raiders are finishing their warm-ups. We still got about 3 or 4 minutes before we have tip-off, and Lady Braves coming off that win over South Pontotoc to win the division title last week by a final score 67-28 to win number 23 on the season. That's 19 wins in a row. They'll be going for 20 straight here tonight.
Man, what a hot streak that the Lady Braves. I mean, 20. You shoot for 20 games in a row. That's that's pretty impressive.
on any level.
On any level, yeah. I don't know. I guess the last loss was at the Lighthouse Classic.
Right.
Yeah.
For the team from Jackson, Tennessee.
That was around Thanksgiving.
Many moons ago. And it was just a 3-point loss. You look at it, the 2 losses they've had, they lost by 5 to the number 1 7A team in the state, and they lost by 3 to the team out of Jackson. It was basically number 1 in the state there with a top 5
absolutely
college player.
Yeah.
So you've lost 2 games by a total of 8 points to some really good teams.
Yeah, for a player that's, from what I understand, is either going to end up at South Carolina or Texas. That tells you something there.
And has offers from UConn.
Right,
that's the kind of quality player you're talking about. Yeah. So, and I think from what I ever told from that game is, she was the team.
Oh, that's it. No, I was there, and there's no doubt. There's no doubt. Oh.
Lady Braves will be the home team tonight, of course, as they'll be in their home whites. Shannon will be in the road black uniforms. And we still waiting on both teams to finish. Well, of course, we'll have the national anthem coming up here momentarily. Reminder that tomorrow night's game, as the Braves will go on the road as the 4 seed now, and they will travel what we thought when we left the air would probably be a trip to Itawamba. Turned out to be a trip to Houston, as Houston knocked off Itawamba in the finals of the Region 2 tournament. So now the Braves will take on the Hilltoppers. That game won't tip till 7 tomorrow night.
Yeah, I think they give the home team a choice of 6 or 7, and Houston, Coach Strickland chose 6 o'clock for this game, and Houston is which from a travel standpoint and work, it helps us the 7 o'clock game for tomorrow night. So they've chosen that one. So that's when we'll tip it off tomorrow night for the boys.
Yeah, so we'll be on a little before 7 tomorrow night from Hilltopper Country. And then the winner of this game tonight will play the winner. I have to pull that back.
That's your old bracket again.
I have to pull that back out again.
That's your handy-dandy bracket. Yeah.
We were talking about that earlier. All right, so the winner of this game tonight will play the winner of Ripley and Yazoo City. And Ripley is the 2 seed out of Region 3. Yazoo City is the 3 seed out of
So Yazoo City is having to make the drive up to Ripley, and if they were to win, they'll be turning around and coming back even farther northeast.
Yes, right. We just, we might just want to get a hotel room. So that's what we're looking at. Winners will meet on Thursday. This game and then the Ripley and Yazoo City game will meet Thursday night, and it'll be, we're sure, around 6 o'clock again. But don't forget, tomorrow night we'll be on a little before 7 with boys action. Boys looking for that upset.
I mean, hey, you don't see, we talked about this, last week. Where was we were here last time? But anyway, it's very seldom that the 4 seed beats the 1, but it does happen. It has happened,
yeah. I remember we were going over scores, and you're like, wow, that happened? Yeah, so you never know. So, all right, we're about ready to have the national anthem. We're going to get this playoff game started here momentarily. We're going to send it back to the studio for about a 2-minute break. When we come back, we'll have starting lineups, opening tip, first round of the state playoffs. Back in 2 minutes. You listen to Braves basketball.
On Fun 91.
To Tishomingo County Braves basketball. State playoff time. You know, you do these games all year. It starts basically first part of November, and it's everything up to this point is all about this moment right here.
It is. I mean, it's like we talked about, before the break. This is what you play for. Opportunity to win that go ball to get to Jackson. The first goal is to get to Jackson, and next goal will be to bring the go ball home.
So, they think about all the off-season workouts, the summer games that they play, all the conditioning and all the preseason games, all the division games, the division tournament. None of that matters if you don't win the next 5.
Absolutely.
And especially, this program has got to the point now where the expectations are win the state title or else.
Yep, absolutely.
There's no trophy, no participation trophies, all that.
Yes.
It's all about that go ball. And, like we talked about last week, this particular team here loves to compete.
Yes. We talk, you talk about the progression of how this team is, expectations have changed. For years, just the goal was, hey, let's get to Jackson. Just get there.
And now that was just, let's get to the playoffs.
Get to playoffs and get to Jackson. Now, okay, that's just one stop on the way of what we want to do.
Yeah, that's almost a given now that you're going to make Jackson. Now it's about winning the title.
Absolutely.
All right, we're ready to go. Lady Braves going left to right, like we said, in the home whites. Shannon in the black with the red trim going right to left. Meg going to jump center for the Braves. Shannon going to jump for Shannon. How about that?
Hey, it's destiny.
It is. And we are ready to tip off the playoff season. And the tip controlled by the Braves. And they right off. Turnover is lefty intended for Claire, and they were not on the same page.
Yeah, definitely. Claire went one way and the ball went the other.
So turnover, not the start you're looking for. Gives the ball to Shannon in the front court. Shell's working off the screen. Now draws a double team, tries to feed it down low. And a good job by Claire to get over and get a hand on the ball and knock it out of bounds.
Yeah, just disruption defense. Even if you can't steal it, knock it out of bounds, right?
So Shannon will throw it in from right in front of the Braves player bench. Comes into Evans. Her shot in the lane, rolls across the rim, no good. Tipped up, no good. Rebound put back up, no good. And Taz comes out of the pile with it. Going to the goal. Shot on the way, no good. Ball's tipped out and tracked down by Shannon, but they drag the pivot foot and get away with it. Wow. Should have been a travel.
Yeah, it's like a hop, skip, and a jump there for Shannon.
Shannon down the lane, kicks it out in the corner. Now comes back out the right wing, top of the circle. Now to the left wing. Going to fire up a 3-ball, too strong, rebounded to Meg. Meg going coast to coast all the way to the goal. Left hand scores, and she draws the foul.
Good job there, Meg. Like you said, coast to coast. That left hand, that's a pretty shot.
So the first points of the game.
Foul's going to go on Cambry Shannon from Shannon.
That's going to get confusing. Free throw. Too strong, and Taz with a rebound. She steps into a shot, won't go. Gets her own rebound, puts it back up again, still won't go. Another rebound. Shot's partially blocked, and Shannon gets the rebound. Taz and her 3 rebounds in the paint with 4 people taller than her. Shannon quickly up the floor. Turnaround shot in the lane, rolls across the rim, no good. Lefty with the rebound. Up the far sideline, into the front court, goes to the right hand. Pull up with a left hand free throw line, shot is good.
Oh, what a mid-range jumper by Abby Reed. Off the dribble.
Shannon gets into the front court. They got numbers 2-on-1. Pull-up shot on the way is good.
Pretty shot there by.
That's Evans.
Evans.
Cuts the lead to 2, 4-2, just underway. 3 on the way, in and out, no good. And Shannon with the rebound. They got, one thing I've noticed, Shannon got 5 people in the lane rebounding the basketball. On the other side, 3 on the way, no good. Taz, who is a one-person rebounder,
She got like 4 or 5 rebounds already.
Does, and she draws a foul as she's bringing it up the floor.
Yeah, it's going to be on Evans.
Yeah, you can tell right now that Shannon, their thing is crash the boards. I mean,
crash the boards, and they want to get out and run.
Yeah, they're rebounding with 5 people in the lane. So you're not getting a lot of second chance efforts unless Taz is in there amongst the Giants again.
2-3 zone for the Red Raiders.
2 fouls now on Shannon. Ball comes in, lefty in the corner. Claire going to step into a 3 and get fouled. She didn't get the shot, but she drew the foul. And the Joker going to go to the line with 3 free throws.
Yeah, McGahee draws the foul, and that'll put Claire to the line for 3, like you said.
Free throws brought to you by Boyce Hollingsworth State Farm in Iuka. First one on the way. Good. Braves point guard is an excellent free throw shooter. She sends the second one on the way, and it goes too.
Can't even jinx her.
I tried. She's jinx proof.
Jinx proof.
One more to go. It's on the way. That one's also good.
I mean, nothing but bottom of the net every free throw.
Oh, 7-2, and Braves Claire guarding Evans, and Evans just with a 2-handed push shoved her across the lane. That's going to find Evans is going to find a seat on the bench after that.
Wow. Just kind of lost composure there. I think she got frustrated with the closeness of the defense.
Coach not happy. And he's about as mild-mannered a guy as you ever meet. Ball in the corner, 3 on the way is good. Lefty Knockett picking up where she left off last week. Now almost a turnover in the backcourt. Meg all over the ball. Here comes the double team. And there's a travel.
Yeah, good defense.
Pressure got to him.
Everybody ran off and left. That's what even Shannon coach like, where y'all going?
You got a date?
They're probably like, I don't want the ball.
Ball comes in, Braves up 10-2. Here we're about 2.5 minutes in. Claire out front, backing her way in, feeds lefty in the left wing. That lefty in the left wing, that's going to be good too. That's like Shannon on Shannon. Lefty takes a pass, comes back out to Claire. Now they change places. Taz comes out, takes point. Now feeds Claire. Right wing 3 on the way. Rims out no good. And we're going to get a foul.
It's going to be Chloe. Chloe, her first, team first.
She had her hand on the ball, but she kind of couldn't control it, and the Shannon player kind of pulled her body into her and forced the contact, got the call. Ooh. Taz steps into the passing lane, can't control the ball, but knocks it out of bounds.
Yeah, Lady Braves got that trap over in the corner, exactly what they wanted, and almost got the turnover.
Yeah, they almost will they'll give you that corner.
Yeah.
Now they do a good job switching. They get it in, and then go right back. It's a good job by Shannon that time, but here comes the double team again, and they throw it right to the Braves. Now there's bodies everywhere, and it's going to be a jump ball. Possession will stay with Shannon.
Good job there by Claire to get on the floor and tie it up.
Braves lead 10-2. 3 minutes into this first quarter. Ball comes into the backcourt. Now they step in. McGahee out front. Now left wing to Shells. Now back to Shannon. Shannon, spin, lost the ball, picked up by Taz. And there goes Casey going the other way strong. Layup won't go. Rebound, fought for, and it's going to go.
Ooh, off the Lady Braves?
Ooh, that's what they say.
Fans on that side didn't like it.
So they give the ball back to Shannon. Here's the pressure.
Shannon going to get a timeout.
Yep, full timeout. 4:34 to go, first quarter. 10-2, Lady Braves lead in this first round of the state playoffs. We'll pause for 1 minute. You're listening to Braves basketball.
On for 91.
Coming out of the timeout, Shannon gets it in and then tries to come right back to the person that passed the ball in, throws it behind him and right out of bounds, so Braves force another turnover.
Yeah, Lady Braves inbounds underneath their own basket.
Boy, had a hard time getting it in, but they do finally get it out to Claire. It's almost like the basket's in the way. You can't see
right
to throw one long. Meg, right wing, her first shot of the game on the way is going to rim out, no good. Chloe with the rebound, feeds back out. Meg with another open 3 on the way. Too strong. Claire with the rebound, goes back up, throws one in, don't go. And finally the rebound is controlled by Shannon. And then a jump ball. What a job by Claire to tie it up and force the jump ball and get the possession.
Good job, like you said, by Claire, not to give up on it, tie it up, and we'll get the possession.
The Braves will throw it in again. A little cold shooting from outside so far. Still looking, I think, for the first three, are they not?
Yeah, I think you're right. No,
lefty hit the three. Now Meg in the lane with that patented turnaround jumper, and she scores. And the Braves go up by 10 now. Shannon into the front court. Feeds right wing, going all the way to the goal. Layup short. Rebound is picked up by Abby. She just said, "I'll just dribble out of trouble." And she does. Feeds Claire. Feeds down low. Taz had the ball, lost it. Now a loose ball on the ground. And then here comes Claire, and they're going to call Claire with a foul. Claire's going to pick up her first second team foul on the Lady Braves as Arlie Cummins is going to come in, and Casey's going to go out for a breather. Still pressing in the backcourt. It's a man-to-man press.
Yeah, I mean, just
nobody on the inbounder, but everybody else is matched up man. And that's where the double team comes from. And they get it in. And now they've got to be getting close to 10 seconds.
There it is.
There it was.
It's a good job on the backcourt defense there.
Forced the turnover, and Coach, like we said, is a mild-mannered guy, but he ain't happy with his team right now. He can pace a hole in that wood. Braves throw it in, lefty in the right wing, over to Claire in the left, and there's that.
Yeah, picked up her pivot foot before she dribbled. Claire, that'll be a turnover, be a Lady Raider basketball.
One of the rare turnovers against the Lady Braves. Substitutions coming in for Shannon. All right, they get the ball in the backcourt. Try to come up this near sideline. There comes the double team. They throw out of the double team, get it in finally into the front court just ahead of the 10-second call. Kick it out to an open right wing. Now down in the corner, baseline jumper short, and Claire with the rebound. Tell you what, Claire's been all over the floor so far. Claire in the front court, throws it into the corner. Lefty to the goal, shot up short, and rebound taken by Shannon. Braves aren't getting a lot of offensive rebounds right now. Again, I'm telling you, Shannon,
I think they're crashing. Yeah, they're crashing.
5 people going to the goal. 12-2, 2:29 to go in the first quarter. They pick up, Braves do a good job double teaming the ball. They got nowhere to go. And almost a steal as the loose ball just happened to end up in the Shannon player's hand. Now 3 on the far side is an air ball. Picked up by Claire. Quickly up to Meg. Meg behind the back dribble. Baseline shot on the way is good. That's how you clear space. You go behind the back. Now they double team, and there's a tie up. And jump ball will stay with Shannon, but what a job getting in there by Lefty to tie it up.
Yeah, Abby got in there and tied it up on the double team and caused a tip.
So Shannon will throw it in right in front of the players' bench. Comes in. Trying to go to the far sideline. Claire cuts her off. She spins back into the middle of the floor. And now there's a loose ball. They're really using their offhand to try to keep her off of them. It's going to come back. We're going to get that call before long, you can tell. That's why they keep trying to back in.
Yeah, they keep trying to back in and spin around. Braves doing a good job of coming from the help side and cutting that off.
Ball on the right wing. Now they feed Shannon on top of the circle. Now back out to the right wing. Drive baseline, cut off there. Now a shot in the lane is good and a foul.
I think they're going to get Arlie for that one.
Yeah, they got Arlie, and Taz is going to come back in. That's only the second basket in this quarter for Shannon. It's 14-4 now.
I don't even have a number 5.
I don't have about to say I got no number 5. I had number 5 on the old one. It was a Hurd. Shot free throw is no good. Taz has re-entered the game with the rebound. quickly tries to get it up to Ashlyn Butler, who's also come in for Chloe Glidewell. So Braves got 4 of the 5 starters back in, plus Ashlyn Butler now. Ball comes in underneath Taz, wide open, lays it in.
Yeah, nice inbounds play there.
How do you lose a Taz? Somebody did, and she gets her first basket. And now here comes the double team in the corner there, world of trouble. And
timeout.
Shannon's going to take a timeout as Taz had already made the steal and was headed to the goal.
Wow. 30-second timeout.
1:01 to go here in the first quarter. It is 16-4. Lady Braves lead. We'll keep it right here with this short break. Reminder, we'll be back on the air tomorrow night. Boys action. Later tip, 7 o'clock tip from Houston. Hilltoppers who upset Itawamba in the first round in the division tournament. I'm getting ahead of myself here. Will be the number 1 seed from Region 2. And Braves coming in the 4 seed out of Region 1. Have to go on the road. Looking for the upset. We'll have all the action for you right here on Fun 91 with a pregame about 6:50. All right, Shannon to throw it in. They do. They get it in. Now dribble between traffic. There was a
double dribble.
They didn't call it. Now a shot up. It was a wild shot. They get the rebound. Shot's blocked out there by Ashlyn Butler. Quickly up to Taz into the front court. Taz shot up and good. She's knocked to the floor. No call. Well, they're letting them play. I'll say that. 18-4 now. 35 seconds to go here in the quarter. And now there's another steal by Butler and a tie-up, and it'll be Braves basketball. That's a good time for a possession because you're going to have a break here in a second.
Yeah, good job there by Butler. Get on the floor again like we see. Tie that thing up.
Substitutes coming in again for Shannon. Lefty throws it in, comes into Claire in the backcourt. Claire crosses half court, goes to the right, now swings back to the left, now feeds Meg. Meg, spin, shot, good again.
Fade away, turnaround jumper by Meg Moore.
Coach on a second, he's like, what are you going to do? you can't stop that. I mean, you can play, there's a steal down low by Taz, feeds Ashlyn Butler, layup is good. It is 22-4, 3 seconds to go in the quarter. They're not, and they don't get it in.
Wow. What a flurry of points there for the Lady Braves.
You know, it's like we see Meg every game.
Yeah.
But, you know, somebody that hadn't seen her play this year, especially like a defender, and then they're out there guarding her, and they're right on her, but she has so many moves that she can pull to hit that shot and clear herself that they look at the coach, and the coach just holds his head like, hey, ain't nothing you can do. All right, we've played 1 quarter here at Tishomingo County High School in this first round state playoff matchup, and the Lady Braves lead at the end of 1 by a score of 22-4. We'll pause for 30 seconds. We'll come back with second quarter action. Listen to Braves basketball.
Fun 91.
Welcome back to Tishomingo County Braves basketball. We've played a quarter here in this first round of the state playoffs, and the Lady Braves got off to a little bit of a slow start, but we've seen that before.
Yeah, but I mean, defense has still been there, right?
Once they hit their groove offensively, that's when this lead starts to grow, and where it's grown to now is they lead by 18 here at the end of 1. Shannon in the left wing. Meg's coming way out to play the ball. Now they try to throw it across, and Taz taps it. They track it back down, get in the front court, and travel. That's just pressure. I mean, that's defensive pressure. You
just really frustrate the person with the ball.
Absolutely.
I mean, the Lady Braves are really cranked up the defensive pressure, and Shannon can't get in any kind of offense.
Claire hands it off. Meg in the right wing. Now back out Butler. Now back to Claire. And she hit a 3 ball. I thought she was fouled. They're going to say they got the ball. I'm not sure about that.
They may have got the ball, but I think they also got an arm.
Yeah. Now the ball comes across half-court line. Shannon, boy, she is carrying the ball. Big. She's back out in the left wing. You don't want it to be dribbling right there in front of Taz. Now Shannon off of a screen, feeds that right wing 3 on the way, no good. Taz goes rebound, and she is gone. All the way to the goal. Tried to make a pass down low. Should have probably took the shot. But Shannon got back defensively for the other player, and now the ball's going to go off to Shannon on the pass, headed back up court, bounce off their legs, and head all the way to the scorer's table.
Yeah, it's just after all that, Lady Braves we'll get the ball to half court.
That's it. Ball comes in the backcourt. Braves slow it down a little bit. Now Claire crosses half court. Meg off 2 screens. Gets an open 3 from the wing. Too strong. And rebound is going to go off of Shannon. Claire's in there amongst the Giants rebounding.
You know, Lady Braves guards everybody. Nobody's afraid to get in there amongst the taller players.
So Abby will throw it in. 6:44 to go first half. 22-4. Lady Braves with the lead and the ball. Got to get it in. Gets it in. Taz, shot, no good. Ashton Butler shot, put back up, and won't go. Fighting for it. Taz saves it all the way into Lefty. She fakes the 3. Now feeds out to Claire. Now to Meg. Meg, pull up 3 on the way. Is off. And Butler fighting for it is going to, they're going to call Butler for the foul? Really? What'd she do? Wow. So Ashland picks up her first team foul this quarter. Get penalized for hustling, I guess. The Braves got 4 defenders in the backcourt. Now they get it into the front court, but right into Claire's face. And now they try to feed down low, and Abby gets back and makes a steal. Ahead, Taz to the goal, hangs and scores.
Good job, Lady Braves, running a break.
Up by 20 now. Oh, Taz with a steal, saves it, going inbound. Now to Meg in the lane, shot good. The coach for Shannon is just a multitude of facial expressions during this. Shannon gets it up the floor. Now they feed down low, baseline shot, short, rebound, Lefty. And she's tied up, and she's going to be fouled. Foul's going on number 10. That's long.
Now we're going to get Arlie and Chloe coming back in, and then Ashton Butler and who else came out?
Lefty's going out for a break.
Yeah, Abby, she deserves a break.
It's been all over the floor.
Yeah.
She's done everything but draw charge.
Right. I feel like that's coming at some point.
It's coming. It always does.
Be Lady Braves basketball on length of the court.
So all 10 players now in the backcourt.
Shannon going to try to press.
Ball comes in. That's usually a bad idea. Everybody just clears, and Claire just takes them off the dribble. Into the front court. Now feeds Chloe in the right wing. Down low. Meg, what a move. And turns back in the lane and scores. Fakes one way. Everybody falls for the fake. She rolls back the other way. Got a wide open little 3 or 4 foot jumper.
Man, classic.
Now pressure in the backcourt. They throw it. Goes off of Claire. Claire picks it back up. Now it's knocked out of bounds. And it's going to be Braves basketball. We had to have some oxygen for this game's over with. It's just constant motion. Getting no breathing room, that's for sure. Ball comes in out front to Claire. 28-4. Braves with the lead. Now Arlie hands it back off. Taz going all the way to the goal, down the lane, scores.
And Taz just beat him to the spot.
If you didn't know better, you'd think we just ran the picket fence out. And now a whistle, and oh, wow. The Timses have come alive up behind us when they call that one on.
What was that?
Now they call an offensive foul. There you go. Well, that wasn't even, who drew that?
Was it not Taz?
I guess it was. I just looked, somebody was on the floor. Of course, you all immediately looked for Lefty, but she wasn't out there. A flurry of action here.
Yeah, the frustration settling in for the Lady.
Ball comes in. Meg, shot up, scores, and draws the foul. Wow.
That was just a strength move. She had 3 players hanging off of her.
And she scooped that ball up from about her waist, and it just went in, and she draws the foul, so she'll go to the line to make the 3 the old-fashioned way.
Braves up by 28.
Make it 29 as Meg hits the Boyce Hollingsworth State Farm free throw. Shannon quickly up the floor. They've brought Evans back in. She's the one that, boy, calling tight.
Well, you know, it hadn't been until now.
I know. The lefty's going to come in. Taz going to go out with those 2 fouls. Ball comes into the backcourt. Now looking. Now they feed to the right. Claire comes out, plays the ball. Now they go from right wing to left wing. Claire is just, I mean, they're wearing the same shoes. And now loose ball. Claire on the floor. Forces the jump ball, and the Braves going to get the ball back.
I mean, man, you can't play any better defense than what Claire Ray's playing tonight.
Ball comes into Meg. The Meg going to run a little point for a while. She goes to the right wing. Now feeds it. The ball went right through Chloe's hands and right to the Shannon player. Meg going back, and the shot up and good just over the top of Meg's hands, and that's her first basket in this quarter.
Yeah, only the 3rd field goal for the Lady Raiders.
They went half this quarter before they got a basket. 33-6 now, under 4 to go here in the first half. Claire feeds, now they feed Arlie, now back out. Claire to left wing, now back out, 3 on the way, short, and rebound is taken down by Artie. Good job by Artie Cummings.
Yeah, nice job by Arlie.
Now Claire got open 3 on the way, too strong. Threes are not working today for the Lady Braves. Shannon gets it into the front court, driving baseline. Chloe cuts her off there, feeds it in the lane. Here comes the double team. They have to pass back out. Evans now going all the way to the goal. And there's
Claire Ray drawing the charge
by Claire Ray, stepping into the lane and drawing the charge. She comes over and Abby says, "So I taught you."
That's the 3rd foul on Evans for the Lady Raiders.
Some of those have been self-inflicted, though.
It has been. One was like an outright just
shove somebody. Yeah. So Braves throw it in. 3:20 to go. First half. 33-6. Arlie. Hands off. Abby. Back out to Claire. Now hands off. Meg off a screen. What a screen by Chloe. 3 on the way. Good.
Step back 3 by Meg Moore.
Chloe with a wall type. And there's a steal by Arlie. Feeds down low. Meg layup good. And its route is on. Here comes the double team. They throw over the top of the double team, get it into the front court, now lose the ball. Now feeding the lane, down the lane, shot is blocked out of there by Chloe. Tell you what, that screen that Chloe set down there.
Yes.
I mean,
it freed up Meg off the dribble.
Oh yeah, it was a brick wall. I mean, the defender ran into her and it just like bounced off. Let's see who's losing. Players are coming in that I can't keep up with. There's a passing. Okay, so Ashlyn Butler has come in now for Meg. 3 on the way is a wild shot, no good. Rebounded on the far side by Shannon. Now spinning, being double teamed. They have to give it back out to Shannon. Now pass down low. Loose ball. Bodies on the floor. Braves had the steal, then lost it back. Now knock it loose again. And finally, they ended up in the hands of Arlie. And then Arlie is going to be knocked down from behind. The ball goes out of bounds.
Just a flurry of action, ain't it?
Mercy.
You know, the Lady Braves, again, with the players and their system, if you want to play fast, they'll just play fast with you.
Oh, yeah. 2:03 to go, first half. Ball comes in. Chloe, right wing. Now feeds back out to Claire. Claire off a screen, down the lane, pull-up shot on the way.
Oh, bank shot!
In. 34-point lead. We may run the clock here in a second. I wonder if you have to wait till the second half, do you?
Yeah.
We're about to have a 35-point lead. We'll know here in a minute. Loose ball on the floor, tie up, jump ball, possession will stay with Shannon. Not only is Claire stealing and hitting the floor, she's helping the other players up.
They get up so I can get a chance to steal it
That's
again.
Right. Yeah. Ball comes in the backcourt. Shannon slows it down. It's good with me. I'm good with that. I need a catch of wind here. Left wing, McGahee now back out front to Shannon. Off the screen, draws the double team, comes back out front to McGahee. Now she's going to go to the left hand. She tries to pick up a screen. Braves fight through it. Have to give it back off to Shannon with 1:10 to go. They can't get past the 3-point line right now. Now they want to go down low, and there's good hands by Chloe. Gets it up to Lefty. Lefty slows it down now. Tries to feed to Ashlyn Butler, and she didn't want it, and then Arlie let it go. So.
Yeah, I think it was intended for Ashlyn, and she didn't think it was intended for her, and she let it go.
Look, you can always pass it again.
Yeah.
Take it. Grab it.
Claire's going to come out.
Yep, Maddie Durham in for the first time.
All the starters on the bench getting a breather here right before halftime.
Well, Chloe's still out there, though.
Chloe's still out there, yep.
And so is Lefty.
Okay, they snuck up on me.
So, there's Arlie with a ball steal, going all the way to the goal. Layup, no good. Lefty with a rebound. 30 seconds to go. Chloe from the free throw line scores.
What a jump shot there. 12-foot jump shot by Chloe Glidewell.
42-6 now. Braves with the lead. Shannon into the front court. Off the dribble. Pass down low. Shot no good. Chloe with the rebound. Gets it ahead. 8 seconds to go. Maddie Durham 3 on the way. Short. And Shannon with the rebound, and that's going to do it. What a half. Wow. For the Lady Braves. They led 22-4 at the end of the first quarter, and they lead 42-6 here at the half. They outscore Shannon in the second quarter 20-2.
Wow.
Michael totals up the numbers here. Braves looking for win number 20 in a row, and would be win number 24 overall here in this first round of the state playoffs. You ready?
I'm ready, yep. Time to crunch the numbers with Spark CPA firm. We appreciate them sponsoring their halftime and final game statistics. And first of all, for the visiting Lady Raiders from Shannon, we're really only 6 points. They got 3 players with 2 points. It's Evans, Long, and the nameless number 5. For the Lady Braves, 1 player in double figures. That's Meg Moore. She finishes the first half with 20. 8 points for Kaisley Timms, 5 each for Abby Reed and Claire Ray, and 2 each for Ashlyn Butler and Chloe Glidewell. And that is the halftime stats. Crunching the numbers with Spark CPA firm.
All right, we're going to send it back to the studio for about 8 or 9 minutes. When we come back, we'll have second half action. Again, Lady Braves lead at the half of this first round of the state playoffs by a score of 42-6. Back in about 9 minutes. Listen to Braves basketball.
On Front 91.
Welcome back to Braves basketball. Halftime coming to a close. First round of the state playoffs. And this is the 4A version.
Yep.
You know, really kind of got off a little bit of a slow start, maybe a little bit of nerves, you know, getting into this, you know, especially the seniors, you know, this is this it could always be
right,
it, you know.
Right.
Well, after about the first couple minutes, it's been all Braves. I mean, just hammer down.
Yeah, 42-6. We'll be starting the half, should be, with a running clock right out of the gate.
Yeah, every time you get a 35-point lead, it's supposed to go.
Yeah, it won't stop at that point in time.
Yeah. We will see how they go. Braves come back out with the same starting 5. Lefty throw it in from right in front of us. Comes in the backcourt. Claire into the front court, feeds Meg at the free throw line. Meg off the screen, going to the goal strong. She got hacked, got the ball back, gets it back out to Lefty. Now to Claire. Claire down the lane, feeds Taz. Taz going down the lane, hangs, and draws a foul.
Yeah, good job. Good ball movement for the Lady Braves, and Taz gets in there and in the lane and draws contact. Fouls on number 50.
Not a lot of free throws in the first half, so we're starting the third quarter going right to the line.
Right. Kaisley making her first trip to the line this game.
First one hits the back iron, kicks out.
And we do have the running clock. So it should be a speedy second half.
Next free throw, good. Taz hits 1 out of 2 of the boys Farnsworth State Farm free throws. The Braves up 43-6 now. This clock will run even. I said, unless somebody calls timeout, that clock's going to run.
Oh, yeah, timeout or
between quarters and stuff like that. That's about it. injury, maybe something like that. So Shannon tries to get it up the floor. Ball's knocked out of bounds, and now they have to throw it in again. And now whistle, and they're going to call a foul
on Claire. They were kind of locked up.
I don't know if they called on Claire on Meg. No, it's on Claire.
Yeah. Be her second.
The ball comes in. Taz all over the ball. Now they throw it to the free throw line, looking for a backdoor pass. They get it down low. Shot up, no good. And there's going to be, what a job blocking out.
Yeah, Lefty with a block out.
They went over.
Yeah, she'll get draw the pushing foul against the Red Raiders.
So that was a textbook block out and a textbook over the back call. Yeah. So Braves get the ball back. That's the second foul.
Shells.
On Shells. Meg, spin move, lane, shot, rolls across the rim. And the ball's going to go all the way out to Shannon. McGahee drills in the corner, now feeds it down low. And now they throw it away. Sometimes, against tenacious defense like this, you can overpass the ball. Sometimes you're better off just going up and trying to draw some contact.
Yeah, and it speeds them up just trying to get rid of the ball quickly, and a lot of times that forces a mistake like then.
Taz gets it up, now hands it off. Ball ends up right corner and all the way lefty. Now back down low to Chloe. And now how's that not going over the back of Meg? They're trying to feed down low to Meg. Chloe going to fire up a three ball. Good!
Chloe Gleiber with the three.
Look at the smile. Shooter Jr. earning her name.
From the corner.
They just put a third foul, I think, on Claire.
Yeah. Playing hard is Claire Ray.
Coach said, all right, that's three. You got to calm down. To read his lips. So Claire got three halfway through this third quarter. Oh, now Taz knocks the ball loose, goes right back to the Shannon player. Now they throw it ahead of the crowd. Force a shot, no good. Meg with the rebound. Taz behind the defense all the way to the goal, lays it in.
Textbook running the break there by the Lady Braves.
Taz was like a receiver that in busted coverage.
Yeah, man.
There was nobody back.
Meg dropped that right in the pocket, too, did.
Ball in the right wing. Here comes the double team. They got away with the travel. Now they throw it to an open corner. Three on the way.
Hey.
Good.
Nice shot there from the corner by, is that the Evans?
That's Evans. 48-9.
Lady Braves have an unforced turnover here. Coach not happy about that.
Three of those we've seen. Coach, that's
going to get a timeout.
Going to have a teaching point here. 3:48 to go in the third quarter. 48-9. Lady Braves lead back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Braves basketball.
On for 91.
Welcome back to Braves basketball. Shannon with another three on the way, and that was Evans again.
Evans again. She's a shooter.
48-12. Claire off the dribble. Down the lane to the goal. Feeds down low. Back out. Lefty. Three ball on the way. That was partially deflected. Meg skies for the rebound. Goes back up. She's getting hammered and no call. She's a little frustrated with that. Evans backing her way in, looking for isolated one-on-one, and you ain't going to get that down low. Braves are going to keep dropping down into coverage. There's another three ball on the way. No good. Meg with the rebound. Be surprised if Meg goes coast to coast right here. Nope, going to pass it up. Claire, three on the way. In and out, no good. Arlie, who's come in the game for
Claire. No, for who?
I guess for Taz. She's sitting back at the scorer's table.
Okay.
They kind of sneak in on you sometimes if you don't see them. Backdoor pass, and Shannon just lost it.
Yeah, just an unforced turnover there by Lady Braves basketball. Taz checks back in for Arlie. Got a quick break there.
Ball comes in to Claire. She's going to walk it up. Clock running now, 2:15 to go. Running clock really does shorten these games, doesn't it? There you go. How's that?
What'd they call?
They called it travel.
Oh.
That's either a charge or a foul. That's something. They call it travel. Gives the ball back to Shannon. Shannon walks it up into the front court. Evans off the screen. Chloe comes out to play her, and then they throw it away again.
Yeah, I mean, we're almost at the end of the third quarter already.
Yeah, time is just flying by. It's almost, if it's possible to put that clock in faster gear, I think they did. Claire walks it up now into the front court. Feeds Meg in the corner. Meg fires a long three and drains it. 51-12 now. Like, look, I'm going to get hammered playing inside. I'll just drop out and start shooting some threes. McGahee now gives it back off. Shannon going to fire one up just inside the three-point line. No good. Taz the rebound. Got the burners going all the way to the goal. Hangs and scores. She is just waiting for contact.
Oh, absolutely. So she invites it.
Yeah, and almost when it's almost like disappointed when she don't get it, you know. 45 seconds to go here in the third. Top of the circle. Shells back out front. And Gahey. Claire comes out to play her. Student section trying to get everybody messed up. Ball comes down low. Look at that coming from the weak side. And a save, a block, and then a save off the Shannon player.
Wow.
From Meg Moore. Wow. What an athletic play. She came from the offside, blocked it with her left hand, and then grabbed the ball as she was falling out of bounds and threw it back off the Shannon player. 7 seconds to go here in the quarter. 5 seconds. Meg down the lane. Pull up. Lefty. Three ball on the way is going to rim out. No good. And that's going to end the third quarter. Not a high-scoring quarter, but the time is moving so fast it doesn't have time to be. Braves actually outscored them 11-6 in that quarter and lead 53-12 here at the end of three. We'll pause for 1 minute. We'll come back with fourth quarter action. Listen to Braves basketball.
Home Fun 91.
Welcome back to Braves basketball. Fourth quarter action just underway. Shannon with the ball, trailing 53-12. Lady Braves by 41. We've had a running clock since halftime. Game goes a lot quicker. Keeps the score down. And there's a steal by Taz out near half court. Got numbers 2-on-1 going all the way to the goal. She lost control. She was falling down, lost control of the ball, didn't get a very good shot off. Now, boy, they're just not calling anything now.
Don't they really get out of here?
I mean, that's either a block or a charge. That's got to be one of the two. So, anyway, I don't know how, but it ends up with being the Braves basketball.
Crazy, crazy, crazy.
1 minute into this fourth quarter. Claire off the dribble, down the lane, hangs, can't get the shot to go. Butler shot, partially blocked, gets it back again, and she gets fouled.
Man, Ashlyn Butler, comes in, does a great job on the boards.
The Braves will throw it in again. Clock continues to run. Lefty not only takes charges, she's cleaning the floor too. She's been on the floor enough throwing charges. She knows what's down there. She's going to fire up a three right now. Too strong. And rebound out the far side is almost stolen away by Taz. Shannon got away with a push off. Now a three on the other end, no good. Braves tap it out. Taz fakes one out all the way to the floor. Now she's got numbers all the way to the goal. Man, they have just put, other than whistling the ball out of bounds, they ain't calling no fouls anymore. So Braves will throw it in. Frustration is starting to grow even on the Braves side. Taz shot up, no good, and Shannon with the rebound. Hardy's going to come in with the next dead ball. Shannon tries to throw it off the Braves player, and they're going to call a foul on Butler. Wow. So Shannon to throw it in. 2 on Ashland now. Ball comes into Evans. Evans in the corner. Trying to clear out. She tried to take Arlie to the goal, but Arlie's hanging right with us, so she has to pass it off back into the wing. Shannon now back out front, long. And Shannon's going to take a timeout. 4:53 to go in this ball game. 53-12. Lady Braves lead. We'll keep it right here. The coach, I believe, you're at the point of the season where you're not worried about playing anybody but starters.
I mean,
even with a running clock and a 40-point lead.
Well, when you think about all the games that we've had the running clock and the starters didn't play much the second half, and you got to get ready for that run coming up here where you're probably going to be playing. A lot of these games going down, you're going to be playing 4 quarters.
Yeah. We've played some of those games, but it's been back at the closer to the beginning of the season when we're playing the Madison Centrals and the Neshoba Centrals and the Starkvilles and people like that. So Shannon throws it in, coming out of the timeout. Dump down low, shot on the way, good. They did a good job finally posting up.
Yeah, good job there by Long for the Red Raiders.
Get it ahead, Claire up the far sideline, slows it down, feeds out near half court to Meg. She finds Butler. Ashland, hands off. Arlie going to the goal, tries to throw it back outside. Coach not happy with that play. He's looking for somebody else to put in. There's a shot, no good, and Ashland Butler with another rebound. Now, Ashland does a good job slowing it down, hands it off to Meg. Out near half court, here comes the double team on Meg. Meg out of the double team, feeds lefty, comes down into the corner. 3 on the way is good. Arlie coming, knocking down the 3 ball. 56-14. Taz back to the scorer's table. Now coaches. Now, forget what I said about playing starters. Coaches got everybody stripping off the warm-ups now. Arlie gets it up to Claire. Down the lane. Tried to feed to Meg, and the ball was deflected and picked up by Shannon. And now they lose it back. Ball on the floor again. Long all the way to the goal. Shot no good, and it's going to go off of Shannon and out of bounds. And here comes Taz back in for Claire. Claire with her 3 fouls. Never did pick up another one, so that's a good thing. Coach trusts her enough to say,
hey, she did a great job.
3 fouls. Got to tap her back a little bit.
She did a great job playing with those 3 fouls.
Taz into the front court, hands it off. Meg backing her way in, spinning, hanging. Shot won't go. Butler, shot won't go. Got her own rebound, goes back up. Can't score, but she'll go to the line.
Again,
Tell you
that's
what,
a Butler rebounding machine.
She's got to have 8-9 rebounds off the bench. Several of those trips, she just keeps hanging with it. She's picking up 2 or 3 a trip. So Ashland going to the line, 2 shots. First one, good. Free throws brought to you by Boyce Hollingsworth State Farm in Iuka. 57-14. Clock keeps running here. 2:20 to go.
Yeah, Chloe Crum checks in for Meg Moore.
Ashland misses the next free throw. Shannon gets the rebound.
And also we got Maddie Durham in the game.
So Taz, the only starter I think left in there. Ball on the left wing. They try to feed down low. Ends up deflected. Ahead. Taz behind the defense to the goal. Lays it in. Got pushed from behind.
Yeah.
59-14. Minute 45 to go. Shannon. Long 3 on the way. No good. Taz with the rebound. Up to Arlie. Arlie. Feed down low. Shot up and good.
Maddie Durham.
Maddie Durham gets the basket. And now we got a whistle and a timeout.
I think we're just going to get the subs in maybe. Is he calling a timeout?
And yeah, I think there's also maybe something wet on the floor too. So Maddie got her point. She's out. We got 5 on the floor. He's pulling them in and out so quick. Ball comes in, 3 on the way. No good. Rebound fought for. Shannon comes up with a loose ball. Feed down low, and a whistle and a foul is going to be on Madison McCollum. Under a minute to go. 61-14. Ball comes in, shot up, no good. Goes up for the rebound, puts it up and in. Shannon only was 16 points in this game. Comes a double team. And a whistle, and coach took a timeout. I think he's about to get a 10-second call, and he didn't want that. So with 37 seconds left, coach gets the timeout. Teaching time.
I mean, you never stop coaching because you never know when.
This time next year, you're going to have these players.
Yep.
So you got on the floor right now, you've got
Madison McCollum, you've got Kiora Clemens, Chloe Crum, Ansley Feltman,
and then Arlie still out
and
there.
Arlie.
Ball comes into Arlie. He dribbles out of trouble. And now throws it behind, but it ends up right in the hands of Feltman. Now the ball gets deflected. Arlie has to track it back down. Now a loose ball picked up, and there's just bodies flying everywhere. Braves trying to get back defensively. Shot up and in. 12 seconds left. Braves into the front court. And now a whistle and a foul. Two bodies go flying, and
that's it.
Ansley's still sitting there, and that's going to do it. Lady Braves are going to get the win by a final score of 61-18. That is 20 in a row.
20 in a row. Wow.
24-2 on the season now. They've won 20 in a row. That's 3 postseason wins. That means there's only 4 to go.
There we go. Got to count them down.
Got some numbers?
Yeah, I do. The time to crunch the numbers brought to you by Spark CPA Firm. First of all, for the visiting Lady Red Raiders, leading the way was Kirsten Evans. She had 8 and 4 points for Long for the Lady Red Raiders. For the Lady Braves, 2 players in double figures, led by Meg Moore. She had 23, 15 by Kaisley Timms, 5 points each for Chloe Glidewell, Clara Ray, and Abby Reed. 3 points each for Arlie Cummings, Ashlyn Butler, and 2 points for Maddie Durham.
I like the coach has got the girls on the floor thanking the fans. That's
good.
That's good stuff right there. All right, so Lady Braves move on as they will take on the winner of Yazoo City and who did I say? Ripley, I believe.
Ripley, yeah.
Ripley and Yazoo City. They'll be playing tonight. We'll know that probably sometime tonight, maybe. That game will be coming up here from Tisch County on Thursday at tip-off at 6 o'clock. Tomorrow night we'll be on the road. We will head down to Houston.
The boys' turn.
Yep, boys will be taking on the Hilltoppers, who upset what we thought would be number 1 seed Itawamba.
Yeah.
And that's no small task. So, and those teams were close all year.
Oh, absolutely.
You look back 1-2 in the division. I think both of them won a game against each other. So we're going to have our hands full. We were talking to the coach from Shannon. He said they're very athletic.
Yeah.
So Braves going to have their hands full. Hopefully we got everybody back healthy for that game, and we'll be on there a little before 7.
Travel down to Houston. Welcome you to join us down there. Not join us on the air, and we'll be pulling for the upset with the boys tomorrow night.
All right, Lady Braves win number 20 in a row by a final score 61-18, 24-2 on the season as they head on to second round, which will be Thursday night here at Tisch County. We will see you tomorrow night a little before 7, boys action. Thanks for listening to Braves basketball
on Fun 91.